Welcome back, Benchwarmers. You thought we were done talking about football. We are not talking done. We're not done. We talked about the NFL. Make sure you go check out our divisional round predictions. That video should be up already. But we're here to talk about the college football playoff championship game, hosted by. No, I'm just kidding. I was gonna brought to you by some random sponsor that I don't know. Dr. Pepper, of course. It's Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, it's college football. They always sponsor.
Yeah, playoff-uary. Yeah. So, so we've got the Indiana Hoosiers. They're literally on the road at Miami playing the Hurricanes. Go you. And it's kind of a battle of, I don't even know what it's a battle of. I would say Goliath versus David, but I don't think Miami even wants that David title. Maybe they think they might be underdogs every once in a while, but they took it to some of the best teams in college football. They're not so much of an underdog, no?
No, not at all. I mean, Carson Beck comes in from Georgia, and he's been on Georgia's team for a few years and has been to the title games and been winning a lot. So there's a lot of expectation bringing him in and turning that program around. Cristobal, who's the coach there, is an alum, won a title as a player, and now is back and hoping to win a title as a coach. Be the first person to ever do it as a player and coach for the same school.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's kind of cool.
But then Cristobal is also originally from Miami, and then the Indiana side, Fernandez is from Miami. His parents' house is
Fernando Mendoza. I know it's confused.
Mendoza. I was like, I knew it was a Mendoza. Okay, anyway, Mendoza's family lives like down the street. They're from Miami, so there's like that whole connection of just everything. Miami's in their home stadium, which has never happened in college football championship game history. So they get to host in their home stadium against the number one team in the country, Indiana, and they're number 10. So I don't know. There's a lot of storylines going in this, but it's exciting and it's Monday night, so at least we get another day of football and important football at that point.
It's true. That's so crazy. The great state of Florida. What's up with the great state of Florida? Because unless I'm remembering incorrectly, the first Super Bowl to ever be played at a home stadium was in Tampa.
You are correct. That is right. Huh. Yeah, that's weird. I didn't think about that. You're right.
Yeah, good old Florida. Just say, we're going to change the rules. Just bring it on home. Bring it on home over here.
Hey, well, you know what, though? The Dolphins aren't going to play any important games in that stadium anytime soon, so at least
Hey, sorry, Dave.
Yeah, sorry, Dave.
Indiana is 8.5-point favorites going into Monday night, and honestly, understandably so.
Yeah.
As much as I've enjoyed this Hurricane ride, specifically the quarterfinals was probably my favorite game they played. It was a fantastic. I don't know if you saw it. There's this team up north. Not really a big fan of them. They took it to them, but no, their path here on the road at Texas A&M, true road game in the first one. Then a bowl game, they beat Ohio State. I want to say that one more time. Then a road game and a bowl game, they beat Ohio State. Ohio State lost the football game. They beat Ohio State, and then in the semifinals, Miami took out Ohio State. So, and then the semifinals, great game this was too, honestly, by the way. Miami takes out Ole Miss, and the run that they were on, granted, I get they didn't have Lane Kiffin. So they've definitely earned their way here. It's been rough for them. But, geez, what a freaking opponent to go up against. Normally, ones he's just supposed to be out in the first round, right? Isn't that what it is? 1 through 4 is 1-7.
I would say Indiana's the only one in the 2 years that coming into the first or the second round off a bye to win a game and win it all. So here they are. But they're the number one team. They beat Alabama 38-3. No one ever beat Alabama.
That was rough, bro.
I mean, and that was the day. I think Saban was in the building that day, so that's got to be rough for him to watch. Then they completely murdered Oregon last week, 56-22. I mean,
and the 22, bro, it was like 55-3. Yeah, and it was.
I didn't get to watch that game because I was driving down San Diego, but I get there and Tim checks the score. He's like, "Oh, halftime. Oh, what's the score?" He's like 35-3. I was like, "What the hell? Okay, over. Who cares?" So
it was 38-3 right out, or 42-3 after that. They scored a touchdown right
exactly. It's Indiana's game to lose. I mean, it's all for them. Everything is. They got the Heisman Trophy winner. They've got the coach that everyone can't stop talking about. He's already signed an extension for another 8 years. He's not going anywhere. Mm-hmm. He's going to make Indiana the next big program in college football,
which is crazy.
And they've already got a guy transferring from TCU to take Mendoza's spot next year. So everything's just all good and green right now in Indiana, and I don't see them stopping. I just think they're so dominant, and not only is their offense good, their defense is good too. So they will beat you up. And if anybody's gonna have a chance, it's Miami because Carson Beck and that offense has been great. But I just don't know. I think Indiana's gonna cover the spread too. I don't think 8.5 is gonna be a problem.
I actually agree, and I'm not necessarily rooting against Indiana because I like. Well, there was a Big Ten matchup when Indiana beat Ohio State, because Ohio State lost that football game because Indiana beat Ohio State.
But then Ohio State lost to Miami.
Yeah, and then also then Ohio State lost again. So 2 losses this year for Ohio State. Yeah, okay. Just wanted to make sure that was clear. No, but when Indiana beat them, I was obviously elated, and I really like Fernando Mendoza. He's you know what he is, and I'm sure you've maybe seen this comparison before. It's been all over the internet. He's the Jameis Winston of college football.
Oh, he totally.
Maybe he's better. Perfect. Maybe he's more talented. But I mean, his personality.
That's his personality, his talking, his speeches. That's totally him. Oh my god, that's a perfect description.
Yeah. Someone said that. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so true. He's just like, yeah, man, this team is great, and everything's great,
and I'm also I'm excited. I'm happy all the time.
Yeah. God bless, go Hoosiers. You know what I mean? I was just like, oh, I like this kid. So something about the kid, I do like it. So part of me is rooting for the underdog, the major underdog in Miami, because I don't know if you heard, they beat Ohio State earlier.
I did hear that.
So that was good. Because Ohio State lost. I'm just going to say it as much as I possibly can. But yeah, so I think it's going to be a toss-up in who I'm rooting for, but I don't think it's going to be a toss-up in the game. I think Indiana, unfortunately, handles this. I'm hoping that they keep it close and then maybe eventually win by 14 kind of thing. They just it's too much and Miami gets overrun, but I'm looking for a good game. So I think it's Indiana's to lose, like you said.
If Indiana gets a big lead early in like the first half, that means hopefully if they're doing that Pat McAfee second version, the second half is just them having fun and talking to stuff. Like the one game,
true,
they're talking to the ref, like, dude, ref, you look jacked. Like the game was over. They were bored. So like they were just having fun. So if that's the case, at least we get that. But otherwise, I'm with you. Hope it's a good game. I hope it comes down to the finish, but I hope Indiana gets out with the dub.
Yep. Should be a good one. Make sure you check it out. We might touch on this when we talk about the NFL game. We probably won't do a full episode on the wrap up here, but we might have a touch on it here. So enjoy that game Monday. It's at what time?
I want to say 5 or 5:30 our time because it's on ESPN prime time. There's no other game, so it's probably like a Monday Night Football schedule.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yep. Okay. Yeah, 4:30 is coverage starts. So yeah, 5 o'clock probably. All right.
Hoosiers.
Well, yeah. All right. Well, Anyways, we'll see.
Thanks for stopping by.
Seeing things from Aubrey from the bench. Remember, nobody loves you. Jesus loves you. Peace.